Yes, Red Dead Redemption. I'm sure, well, I mean, if you haven't seen this ending, then you should not be watching this part, or this video in general. But, yeah, I'm pretty sure everyone found this ending satisfying. It was just really well done, and all in all, the game was, for me, it was just, I just couldn't put it down. It was a really fun game, and a really touching ending, as you can tell. If you know what's gonna happen, then just rewatching this part, it's sad. But yeah, this part really came to my mind when I was thinking of my top 5 endings, because this final stand was just, when I was playing, I was like, oh, this is it. Look at all this, and then you get the chance. Boom. Take as many as you can with you. I love that concept, and just like the story of it, and then it ends in failure. But even after all those shots, he's still standing. I thought that was great, but you know, he still, yeah. So when I was playing, I didn't know that he was gonna die. I mean, everything else, I thought he would just make it out barely alive, you know. And then, you know, when you saw all those people, were like, no, it can't be. And then this part is just, dang. And then this guy's just like, yeah, I'm gonna smoke a cigar. Well, job finished. You know, after all that, all he's been through, he just ends up to die like this. It's just so touching, and, you know, just leaves you, like, mouth gaping open, you know? It's not like a super sad ending, but it's just like surprising. I mean, and just like, you know, touching. Like, his family is there too, you know, and then they go off and then they come back to find Marston all, you know, like this. You know, I mean, you just play through the game with him, and then he dies like this, you know. It's just a really touching and really well done ending. The story was really well built, and then all of a sudden they just crash you. You know, they don't leave like a cliffhanger. They don't leave like anything, you know, unsatisfying. They drop you in a way that you know, you can't imagine the story ending any other way. And also the funny little Easter thing, or a funny little trivia. This hill that he's buried on is the place of the last You Know Me mission, or I Know You mission, with that old weird guy who, you know, with the hat or something, who would just, you know, pass by, or a side mission where sometimes, you know, he would give Marston advice, you know, and then here, you know, you try to shoot him, but he's not affected. He's like, who are you, you know? And then Abigail's grave should also be there. And then there's Jack, with a beard and everything. So yes, that is why Red Dead Redemption is my number 5. Heavy Rain. Now this game was packed full. If you played this game, you know this game is... No, even if you just heard of this game, you know that this game is packed full of emotions and an amazing storyline, and it's practically not even a game. It's practically like an interactable movie, which is kind of really like... part of the reason I really like this ending is the interactability in it. Now,
I've been looking
hoping that I noticed by now, but I'm not actually playing these games. I've picked up a few YouTube links, downloaded the videos, and boom, put them in for y'all to see. But yeah, the
sacrifice himself.
I guess talking about the plot wise right now is the speech of Shelby, you know, talking about his motives, because at this point you know that he's the Orlando killer, but you don't know his motives. So now he's trying to be explaining himself, and if you don't show up with Ethan, he actually yells at whoever shows up, and he says only his father's supposed to save him, which, you know, kind of really shows. And you know about Shelby's past too, so it's kind of just, you know, even he's the bad guy, you know, you have that connection with him, which is really
justified a father.
What I found really amazing about this game is how you have deep connections of all 4 of the characters, all their strife.
Believe me,
they're not just side characters. You interact with them, you go through what they go through, you know, you mess up, they mess up.
Damn trials.
You know,
now give me back my son.
It's just really amazing to me, and this ending kind of just puts them all together. That's another thing. The connections between all the characters come out in this ending. It's just really spectacular to me. And well, I guess between Jaden and Ethan, that was basically all they get. But still, the interactability, like just all of the 4 characters coming together, and even if you don't have all 4 of the characters, there's still, you know, that feeling of, you know, connection, you know. Everyone's working together to finally save Sean. And, you know, it comes out in this ending. It's what you've been playing this game all for, you know. It's like the climax of a movie, which is what I said before. This game is like a movie, but it's different because of the interactability, the, you know, the quick time motions, and more than that, the fact that you can control who shows up. That is a really nice thing about this game as a whole, and this ending. It's like you can control who shows up, and you can control the outcome of the ending. I really like that because, you know, it gives more connection, you know. And for the quick time motions, I had to sped up because, well, you guys don't need to watch through all that. But I just kept it in here because to illustrate the fact, like the intensity of this fight, you know. It's like you mess up one button and you're done for, you know. You don't want to be done for, but you know, the last thing I think I want to talk about is the intensity of this. Oh wait, no, that's the third thing. The third thing I want to talk about, the intensity of this ending. It's like you're on the edge of your seat.
Shoot to kill.
If you mess up once,
they're ready
you're
on your
done
command.
for, you know.
Perfect. He won't get away this time.
Not even
we'll
with
gun him down as soon
just
as
a
he
quick
shows
time.
his face.
Everything, even when you're watching the cutscenes, you're on the edge of your seat, hoping something good will happen.
You there?
And hoping you don't mess
up.
What
are you doing?
And you know,
Lieutenant,
Madison
my name
comes
is
back
Madison
and
Page. I'm a journalist.
talks with
I
Blake.
have proof that Ethan Mars
Blake is one of the
he's not the origami killer.
What is a journalist doing here? I thought I
characters,
told
main
everybody to
characters that
keep
you
their
don't
mouths
really play
shut.
as, but you don't. That's
Get her
what
out of
I
here. I
feel
don't want her
like.
getting in the way.
You
Okay,
don't have that kind of interactability with that.
come on.
You're
By
about
the
to
way,
make a
ignore
terrible
that
mistake,
offline
Lieutenant.
thing. It's
Ethan
not.
Mars is
This
innocent. I
isn't my
can prove
video.
it.
So, yeah, quick time. Even though it, yeah, it's just intense. You know, keeps you on your seat. And if you mess up, then you know you're done for. But the last thing is the feeling. The feeling of the music, the feeling of the voice acting, the feeling, just the overall feeling. The rain adds to the atmosphere, making, you know, the emotions, you know, drive crazy. At this point, I need to tell you that I really like sad endings. I have to say, sad endings, like endings that potentially can make you cry. Those are amazing endings to me. Like not no stupid happy endings. I don't like those. But you know,
I thought you were.
Yeah, I picked the happiest ending because I feel like it's the best to illustrate what happens.
Come and save me.
But yeah, you know, the feeling of relief, the feeling of anxiety, the feeling of sadness, it's all in this
Sean,
ending.
listen.
It just makes it amazing, you know?
The best thing that
And,
ever happened to me in my life.
I mean,
want you to know
the
that
whole
whatever
thing with
happens,
Ethan dying, or
I don't
Ethan
love
about to die, if
anything
you do the
in the
5th trial, I expected that he
I'm not
wouldn't
there.
die. Come on, I mean, like, that's the most
I took
unepic
poison
way to
an hour
die.
ago.
I mean, at the very end,
Come on.
And I'm not dead.
And, you know, there's still a possibility to get him killed if Madison doesn't make it in there to warn him about the police that are outside. But, yeah, this ending, 4 things that really popped out to me about this ending. The interactability, how you can control
Mars
who
didn't
shows
do
up
it, for Christ's sakes. He's innocent.
to this ending and how it will affect the ending. The connection between all the characters, all of them coming together. I really love that. I love that theme. A bunch of different characters, different stories, all of them coming together in the final stage, final scene, final battle kind of thing. I really love that. And
what's going on?
Another thing, intensity. You know, keeping you on your seat, that anxiety, that adrenaline feeling. This ending pushes you to the limit of that.
I'll talk to them. I'll explain.
And
You'll be dead before you can
finally
open your
the
mouth.
feels, the emotions that this puts
Look,
out, all the
We'll all
emotions,
go
the
out together,
atmosphere,
with
everything,
our hands in the
you
air,
know,
and they can't possibly shoot us.
making you hope that, you know,
Have
Sean's
the evidence
alive,
that proves your innocence.
making you hope that Ethan makes it out, you know. The only person you could really not feel bad for in this situation is
I'm
Blake.
sorry I didn't trust you.
You know, in every single situation, you
okay.
can probably just hate Blake.
The only thing that matters is that you saved yourself.
Even Shelby, you know, you can have that disdain for him, but you can't just outright hate him. You know, even though he's a villain at this point, you've gone through so much. You've seen his past. You know, you've seen what he's gone through, and at the very end, he's at this limit.
Save me.
And you have this choice to save him.
Save me.
And even if you do or you don't, his fate is the same. But it's just so, like, even when I was playing it, I was like, I saved him, but then he betrayed me, and, you know, fell anyways. But when you're seeing that blood on those blades, just made me jump. Maybe, whoa, oh my god, he's dead, you know? Even though he's the bad guy. So yes, those main 4 things and everything I've said is why Heavy Rain's ending is number 4 on this list.
Pokemon Mystery Dungeon Explorers of Time Darkness Sky. Remember, this is not my playthrough. Again, links in the description. Not my characters, not my names. This ending, if you have played it, you know why this is so sad. I didn't play Blue or Red Rescue Team before this, so I wasn't expecting anything like this at all. And, well, I mean, you know, and then all of a sudden it's like, this music is just so intense and so sad. And then finally the time has arrived. Time with your partner has come to an end. And then, you know, just like the feels of this ending. Oh, it's so sad. And then your character finally talks. I thought that was sorry. That was a great concept. Your character talks finally and then says his final goodbyes to your partner. I saw this online somewhere. The only thing that could probably make this better is if your partner confessed their love to you. But they don't do that in Pokemon games. Friendship is all they have in Pokemon games. But still, this music and this story just makes it all so good. Again, mind you, endings does not equal game. This game definitely is not, like, the gameplay is so annoying, I swear to god. But just to see this ending and go through the story is so worth it. So worth it. Oh god, I have to recommend to any of you who tried this game and then ended up not playing it, play it. It's so worth it. So worth it in the end. Oh, this is so sad. And then you disappear. No. Yeah. I personally am a fan of sad endings. So, you know, this obviously was no exception. It was a really, really great ending, and I guess just really well done. You know, even though you're expecting it, you know, you don't just think, oh well, I'm gonna disappear anyways, so whatever. But you think, oh my god, I'm disappearing. You know, this music and, you know, his reaction, everything just goes along so perfectly. And it just makes you sad inside. You know? So, yes. And then you fly away, your partner flies away from you, and you get lost forever until the very end where you need to come back because there's a post-game. But yeah, even though that resurrection, usually that would ruin it, but it didn't for this game. So yes, that is why Pokemon Mystery Dungeon Explorers of Time, Darkness, Sky is my number 3 best ending. The Walking Dead. Walking Dead the game. Oh god.
Wake up!
We just came back from one cry fest and
Please,
now
no.
another cry fest.
Lee,
Oh,
I
Clementine.
was so scared.
This game,
I thought you
this
left
game was definitely the king of all zombie games. Actually,
me. I
no.
saw my parents.
This game was the king of all.
They didn't get to you, right?
It was a really good game. Okay, there are
we
other
got
zombie
away.
games out there.
They're
Last
dead
of
for
Us
sure.
that I really like as well, but The Walking Dead was amazing.
We have
Just
to get out of here as
the
fast
whole
as we
story,
We can't.
even without,
There's
you know,
thousands of them
combat,
outside.
you know, basically this game is a story.
can. Push
No,
through.
no,
It's an
that's
interactable
crazy.
story.
I saved you. We're safe here. I locked us
And-
in.
Get that door open.
You know,
I can't.
at this point
Do
you know
it!
that Lee's bit, and that he is close to, you know, dying and turning, and
It was only
it
a
seems
little
that this
open when I
player
found
has
it. I closed
cut
it to
off
keep us
his
safe.
hand. But even if you don't do that,
Hold on,
it
3.
doesn't matter.
1,
You know,
2.
he was still churned in the same amount of time. I think there were just extra remarks. Oh wait, no, this person did not cut off their hand. Yeah, there's really no difference. But anyways, back to the ending. This ending was just really well done, just like every other plot twist in the game. Just
Clementine.
you know, doubled with, you know, Clementine and, you know,
What happened?
Lee's, you know,
No.
just
No,
your
no,
connection with the
that's not-
characters,
no,
your following
no,
of the
no,
journey
no.
from when they met
What time it is.
and to, you know, when they part now. It's just, even though it ends in that cliffhanger, you know, Lee's gone.
Oh,
So what
sorry,
does Clementine do?
I'm supposed
It
to
doesn't
take
make
care
you
of you.
mad. It makes
I
you
can't
want.
now.
It makes you
I
wish
know.
for the next season. It makes you want to know. It doesn't, you know, leave you hanging. It leaves you on. It does leave you hanging. It leaves you hanging on top of a candy mountain. I don't know, but another thing I really liked. I don't think if anyone, everyone noticed this, but basically at this
No!
point you were
Grab it!
controlling Clem, because
Watch out!
if this was if you're Lee and this was happening, you could, you know, go around looking for stuff, and then here too, you know, you could find a baseball bat, interact with it, and then and also I wonder if anyone noticed this, but the first time Lee and Clementine met, they had to kill a walker, right? Clementine gave Lee a bat, but at the very end, Lee gave Clementine a bat, and that was just, oh my god, that was like, oh my god, you know, just a little trivia thing.
Did it. I
But
got him.
yeah, and then, you know,
Take care of yourself. See?
this final speech
Not all the
with
time.
Lee
Yeah,
and
you can.
Clementine.
Don't worry.
That was just cry fest. Oh man, it feels, oh my god, everything And you know, the graphics on this game aren't even that good. It's not even realistic. It's cartoonish, but it still gets you with the story and everything. And it says at the top corner also that Clementine will remember this. So that definitely implies something in season 2.
Doesn't mean nothing.
So
You're gonna see bad stuff, but
holy,
it's okay.
this is
My
a
parents.
really great, just a really like
It's so horrible.
I can't imagine, Sweet Pea.
just everything in this.
You,
The story is just
please.
so sad. And you know
Please
that. I
don't
mean,
be one
I've
of
said
them.
before, I like sad endings.
don't
It's
become
just
a walker.
the feels.
There's only one
The feels
thing
of
you can do.
it's just so much.
You know that.
I don't know if I
I
can.
personally, when I played,
You have to shoot me, honey.
I said to leave
Please,
me
no.
because I didn't want her
It's okay.
to go through this,
It's okay.
to go through shooting me.
Make it.
And I had
First days we met. Do you
I had
remember?
Lee handcuffed actually.
I
So
do.
this
When
person
I went
didn't.
out to rescue that boy, Glenn, we met a girl.
Oh yes, this.
She'd been bitten too. All she wanted was to come back as a walker.
I also this talk is just full of
hard it was
like
to do that.
the voice acting too
Glad I
of both
did.
Clementine
You don't
and
wanna
Lee
see
just
me
adds
like
to
one
the
of them.
feeling
Okay,
very well,
I can
very
do
well
it.
done. Like the
I can.
soft dying
Don't
voice
need it,
of
Krista.
Lee,
They're outside of
and
town. By the train.
like the sobbing,
Remember how to get back there?
innocent, sad
Yes.
voice of Clementine
Good.
just seals the deal, you know. Look, see, Clementine will remember this, so that is definitely, that is implying what will happen in season 2. Basically, your choices will affect season 2, and that also shows that Clementine will be in season 2.
That hair short.
And I personally hope that
I'll cut it
Clementine will get
myself.
a lot older, and you'll be able to, you know, that will be her
And
character.
also,
And also, what? This part just broke down. I just broke down. You know, like, he's not able to talk,
What? What is it?
and he's just starting to mumble,
no, don't worry.
don't worry, alright. It'll be alright. You know,
I'll miss you.
I'll miss you.
Me
Oh
too.
my god. This ending is just so sad. I'm pretty sure anyone who has played through this game, known these characters, and, you know, just sadness throughout. And that is why Walking Dead is my number 2 best ending. Oh wait, there's still the epilogue. I forgot I added this part in. I thought I had just had the ending in, but yeah, the epilogue just adds that that just kind of like puts you on that cliffhanger, you know. Not just Lee has gone away, but you know, you have Clementine's all alone. She's out of the city. She has a gun. You know, she's alive, and then she gets up and she sees 2 figures walking. Omid and Krista is everyone. That's what everyone thinks, or is it? So, you know, cliffhanger, and that is why The Walking Dead is the second best ending. On, you know, in my top 5, Walking Dead is my second best ending. What is number 1? Number 1 is okay. I know this isn't part of the ending, but I have to show it because this part is so amazing. Now, some of you are probably wondering, how the hell
Here it
could
comes.
Assassin's Creed Revelations
What is
be
that?
better than
What's
The
going
Walking
on?
Dead?
This is the end, Desmond.
Well,
Scheduled
I'll talk
for
about
deletion.
that later, because what Clay says right now is pretty
What
much
are you
my
doing?
soul.
What is a man but the sum of his memories? We are the stories we live. The tales we tell
pretty much
ourselves.
he's saying
Don't
that
do this.
our memories make us, you know,
I'm saving you, idiot.
and also, you know, there's so many speculations with this. Saving me, does that mean saving me into the Animus? You know, everyone's like speculating those kind of things. But I'm not gonna spoil you because there are things in Assassin's Creed 3 that you need to know. So, yes, this is where the true ending of Assassin's
You
Creed
had better
Revelation
come on
starts.
Sam.
I plan
So yeah, how could Assassin's Creed Revelations be better than those sob fests? Come on,
No
those were so
books.
sad. How could anything
No wisdom.
top it? Just
you, fratello mio.
yes. This music, the music, you know, the music throughout was amazing, and the camera work, quotes camera work, was really awesome.
My books.
Yes. Some we sent with the Polos.
The
The rest will go with me
you
to
know, this
Alexandria.
final memory with Altair,
Very good.
showing how
Father,
Altair
I do not
finally
understand.
ended his life.
Why
You know,
did you build a
basically, you
library
see
if
the
you
end
did
of
not
two
intend to keep your
assassins.
books?
You should go.
I guess part
When
of the
the
reason
Mongols
why this
return,
is my
Masyaf
number
must
one
be empty.
ending is because
I see.
I really
This is not a library
like
at all.
the Assassin's
It
Creed,
is a vault.
Must stay hidden, Darim.
the
far
Assassin's
from eagle
Creed
hands.
series,
At least until it has
and
passed
you
on
know
the
they have
secret it
more character
contains.
development than you know
What
those solo
secret?
games like Walking
Go,
Dead
son.
and
Go
Explore
be
the
with
Time
your
Darkness
family.
Sky.
And
So
live
it doesn't
well.
have like such a sad
All
impact,
that is good in me
but more of
began with you,
an
Father.
epic impact, you know? And I just realized pretty much every single one of these endings have to do with the father somehow. Red Dead Redemption, father dies, Sean Marston. You know, Heavy Rain is all about fathers. Pokemon Time Mystery Darkness, there is none. But
If you are asked,
Walking Dead,
away.
Cypress, I mean,
Tell them I
Cypress.
sent to Cyprus or Zipango, or that I dropped it into the sea.
Lee is kind of like Clementine's
them
father,
anything to
and
keep
this
them
one,
away
I'll
from
tell
this
you,
place.
you know, yeah, they just
This
said
apple
father.
must
But
not
yeah,
be found.
yeah,
Not until
this ending
the
pretty
time
much
is right.
just revealed so much. And also, I love that. Sit a moment and rest. I don't know, that just popped out to me like, oh my god. Oh my god, sit a moment and rest. And then, you know, this is pretty much Altair's end. You know, he just, you know, his job is done. Sit a moment and rest. Pretty much just means your job is done, old man. It's time for the next generation. Just rest now. You know, this music too. You know, like I said, music throughout is amazing. And then what really struck me out in this scene was the camera spin. You can see it spinning, right? And then, you know, he's looking at that recording thing of Eden, recording his final memories, and then see Ezio. You know, that was just amazing to me. You know, his final memories, and then also Ezio's
Another
final
artifact.
assassin. You know, basically here,
No,
he
you will stay here.
he quits pretty much.
I have seen enough for one life.
Yeah, see, he's, you know, found the apple, and then you know,
Desmond?
Flash. Desmond, yes, he's
talking
back.
to me?
And this
I heard your
final
name once
speech
before,
was
Desmond.
pretty amazing. But I was so psyched to
Long
hear him
time
say
ago.
Desmond again, because when I finally finished
Now
Assassin's
it
Creed 2,
lingers
I was
in
like,
my
oh,
mind.
Desmond, what?
from
That
an
was
old
just crazy to me. That made me
not
freaking
know
want to play
where you
Brotherhood
are,
so bad.
Or by what means you can hear me.
But yeah, this
I know you are
this
listening.
speech, like before he was just so frightened and you know spazzed out about things, but now he seems so calm, laying down his weapons, ending his assassin life, you know, being done, just done.
I have
And then,
lived my life.
You know, he's just
as best
calmly
I could,
talking to Desmond as
not
if he was a
knowing his
god.
purpose,
You know, just
but drawn forward like a
speaking
moth to a
his
distant
you know
moon.
final words, almost kind of.
And here at last, I discover a strange
you know,
truth.
And
That I am only a conduit
just
for a message.
releasing,
that
just
eludes
you
my
could tell the
understanding.
change in his personality since the
Who
first
are
time
we
he heard
who
Desmond's
have been
name
so blessed
to now.
to
To
where
share
he
our
just
stories like
creates
this.
this, speech
To
talking
speak
about,
across centuries.
he has his knowledge.
Maybe you will
of
answer
Eden.
all the questions I have asked.
He has.
Maybe you will be the one to make
he
all this
understands how he can
suffering worth
communicate.
something in the end.
And then
Now,
Desmond appears. I was like, whoa.
listen.
Now what's gonna happen? And then a whole scene with the gods talking about it, talking about how they tried to save the world, and then the most epic cinematic of the entire series happens right here. Epic music, epic graphics, epic just cinematic. By this time, I'm not sure if I've uploaded my Pokemon Emerald Randomizer Nuzlocke episode of Tate and Liza, but this music is what I use for their battle, because that battle was definitely my favorite so far, and it deserved good music, and that is why I use this song. Look, just like you could tell, it's just like looking at these graphics, and then you could see the world just crumbling, and like they don't censor anything. They actually literally show people being crushed by rocks, people falling into the abyss, people getting trapped, people just like, look at that. You could just see like the amount of destruction, just the amount of fear, like the adrenaline that rushes through just listening to this music, watching this amazing cinematic. This is definitely one of the best cinematics. I don't know cutscene wise, how like epic cutscene wise. I can't think of. I'm right at the top of my head, right off the top of my head, any really epic cinematics like this. But yes, definitely my favorite cutscene of Assassin's Creed. And then the world is crumbled, and centuries pass, the world has not been completely destroyed, blah 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 blah. But anyways, that cinematic was amazing, and the whole story, the whole development of Ezio and Altair both ending in this ending, and it's kind of like
we carried on.
just barely at the end, just barely at the end. Almost there, you could see the end.
You must go there.
You can feel a taste of the end, but it's not the end yet, And I think that's kind of why Assassin's Creed 3's ending sucked. Sorry if you guys haven't played it yet. Yeah, I just have to say it. Assassin's Creed 3 ending sucks. But because Assassin's Creed Revelation just leaves such little room between the ending from Revelation. You can just barely see it. And then you can barely grasp it. You can kind of touch it, And there's just,
Wait, look, his vitals are stabilizing.
Desmond wakes up at this
happening.
point.
He's moving.
Yeah, just the
Desmond,
music, the
can you hear me?
feeling, the development, the personalities, everything was just phenomenal in this ending. And you notice, if you look away from the apple, that Desmond's hand is glowing. That could mean something.
what we need to do.
And that quote was epic to me. And then, boom, they open the door. But yes, that is why Assassin's Creed Revelation has the #1 best ending. Right, there are some games that I just have to talk about because they didn't make it on my top 5, but their endings are definitely amazing and worth commenting on. First, Pokemon Black and White. The story was definitely the best out of all the Pokemon mainstream games. The Explorer's Time, Darkness, Sky completely knocks it out the window, but the ending of Black and White, you have to say, was really great. The character development for N was great. The whole thing with Getsis, their bond, and then also the dialogue that N has between the character and the music. The music was phenomenal. The
two pieces of piano music I'm thinking of in particular are amazing, but just the scene in general is really amazing. The final battle was much more epic than any other Pokemon battle in the game ever. But, you know, it just didn't make it on my list because I guess it's just not, all in all, it's still a Pokemon game. It's still can do with some work and the plotline, everything. It could be better. So something to look forward for X and Y, I guess. Next, The Last of Us. I just have okay, first of all, if you haven't played this game, go out and play it right now. The story is absolutely phenomenal. Probably the best storyline of a game I've ever played, ever. So why is it not on my list? The ending. The ending was not on par with the storyline. It fit the storyline, it fit with what Joel would do, but it wasn't the right thing to do. A lot of people are saying, yes, it's a great ending because if this is what Joel would do, this is his character, and I agree with that completely, but I feel like it would have been better to me personally if it was different, because what Joel did was selfish. It was bad, no matter how you look at it. Even if you say that, oh, the vaccine wouldn't have even helped. There's a bunch of bad people out there. First of all, you're just losing all hope in humanity at that point. You are completely just not even thinking about the people like Joel, like Henry and Sam that could be out there, you know, trying their best to, you know, survive and keep their humanity. But even put that aside, even say every single human out there is already crap, that still doesn't change what Ellie felt. You could tell by the ending that Ellie wanted to make that cure. You could tell that she didn't believe in what Joel was saying, yet Joel took her away. Joel took away her choice. What Joel did was selfish, and what Joel wanted was not what Ellie wanted. He was just obsessed with Ellie. He needed Ellie to survive, but that is not necessarily what Ellie wanted. So yeah, that's my thoughts on the ending, and that is why it's not on the list. But storyline, the feels, oh my god, music, the only thing that I could possibly say that was bad about that game is that it was annoying at some parts, but that was because I was playing it on hard. Okay, it was annoying at some parts, but the graphics, music, voice acting, every single little aspect of it was amazing. Even the gameplay was amazing. It was just annoying at some parts, but yeah, that is why the ending is not on this list. Modern Warfare 3, Call of Duty. Call of Duty? Call of Duty? Am I out of my mind? No. Okay? Call of Duty, I honestly, this was one of the first ones I thought of when I was making up this list, because most people Call of Duty is not known for its storyline. In fact, most people probably don't even play campaign, they just buy the game just to play multiplayer. Just, you know, get 10th prestige, whatever the highest prestige is, and feel pro. But, you know, I felt like Modern Warfare 3's ending was really satisfying, you know? You finally, Soap, the person you started with has died, and you're out to avenge him. You're out to kill Makarov. You know, that feeling of Price, and also, that other dude, I already forgot, gosh darn it. The other dude that you spent the entire game with, you know, dies at that scene. You finally, it ends with Makarov. It's dead, he's dead. And, you know, it ends. I mean, it was just so perfect to me. And honestly, the first time I played it, the last scene took like 2 hours for me to complete. Literally, the very, very end. Like, the last battle scene, not the very last scene, but like the last, you know, shootout area. That took me like 2 hours to complete. So I was not in a good mood to play. But after, you know, rewatching it, it's a really, really good ending. But it didn't make it on this list because it just couldn't top the other ones. But honestly, it was a really good ending. I'd probably have to say it's like 7 or 6. And lastly, Crysis 3. A lot of 3s there, huh? But yes, Crysis 3. It was I haven't played Crysis 1, but Crysis 3 was more like a continuation of that than Crysis 2, honestly. But
you know, after going through all that and all those epic scenes, that epic final boss fight, you have to, it's just really satisfying, you know, to finally end. And then, you know, seeing Prophet, you know, go back, finishing what he's done, you know, just kind of ending. You know, it was a really satisfying ending, but again, it wasn't on the top because it just got topped by the other one. So, thank you for watching, everyone, and leave me comments on what you think are your top 5 favorite game endings. Now, remember, these are only games that I've played. There are probably a lot more. I know Bioshock Infinite is an amazing game, and you know, there are a lot more out there that I haven't played, or some that I'm just, you know, forgetting. I try my best to brainstorm about these games, but you know, there could be some that I missed. So please leave a comment on your top 5, and yeah, thank you for watching.